What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Twitter? What's up, social media? I said Facebook. I'm kind of not feeling Facebook because of that Mark Zuckerberg, but I know sometimes that's where we're at. It is Eileen Zellers.
And I, Donna Winston.
On our Tequila
Friday.
I need to kind of refresh this, don't I?
I'm still good, yeah.
Yeah, because mine got, it's a little.
You took it to the head, and
yeah, I
I
took a quick
think,
shot
yeah.
before we got the show started because I got to get the engine revved up. So I'm gonna pour me a nice little bit there. Shall I say the wind? Is it wind? Audience, tell me when. I know y'all can't say nothing. All right, that's good.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I would have told you when.
I'll pour some more in this. Last time we had Tequila Friday with Chinese.
Oh my goodness, the tequila was perfect. But the Chinese was people. What is it called? Saigon?
Saigon
Palace.
I don't care.
Don't go.
No, look, I don't care. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. It's on my mind. Y'all shit suck. The lamb shit, look, I was chewing that shit like some bubblicious.
You was over there chewing it so much. I almost wanted just to take a piece so I could have me something to chew on because you was chewing the hell out of that lamb.
That's fucked up. Forgot our intro. The lamb was horrible. I don't even know if it's like I've eaten lamb.
But you did say the next day you said you put some.
Check it out.
What did you put on there?
This
Some cooking oil and.
No. I put it like back in the container that it came in, and I sealed it real good. Threw it in the microwave. Got that steam like getting in there, and I guess it kind of marinated and softened it up. It was a little bit more tolerable. Is that the right word? Tolerable.
Tolerable, yeah. So
you could chew it a little bit easier. It wasn't like chewing bubblicious. I just put it like that.
So do you think they undercooked it, or they overcooked it?
They might have overcooked it, and then.
But you cooked it some more, and it was better.
Here's the thing, and I'm not. A lot of people do this stuff when it comes to like some of our Asian restaurants. And I'm not trying to throw anything out there. I couldn't distinguish. I've tasted lamb before. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving right along.
You kept chewing on it, baby. I think if you was confused, you should have probably just stopped.
I should have stopped, but I was hungry. Yeah, if y'all noticed the last episode, y'all was watching me, and they were like,
you was messing it up.
Shit,
but you was fucking it up over there. Yeah, you was fucking it up.
Like I was before we got the show started. I went in on these Richie's chicken wings. I said chicken wings. I've already like that.
Yeah, you already ate half of them. You over there, yeah.
I can kill some chicken wings.
Yeah, I know you can. Especially when you order from Wingstop.
Oh yeah. So I'm just saying, they're having a contest. The person who eats the most wings get $5,000. How many wings can you knock out?
See, I could probably eat a good 10 to 15 wings. Now, I like chicken wings, but I don't think I like the wings like how you like wings. That's not like my food of choice.
I love me some chicken wings.
Yeah, you love you some chicken wings. Now, I love me some Richie's chicken wings, and I love me some Popeyes.
There was a contest of how many, I don't know, I'm pretty sure somebody could eat more than I could, but I could do like probably about 40, 45 possibly.
You think so? Not at one setting, catch you, because I know when we go to Wingstop, you will order about 75 of them, but you don't eat them all.
No, I just don't want to look greedy and shit in front of you,
but I already know you're greedy. I done seen you eat up some shit before, so I'm just.
Stop on some chicken wings.
Okay, I would like to see that happen.
You take me back in the days when I was doing the Big Chiba. Man. Anywho, I digress a little bit. We're doing tequila because it's Tequila Friday. We didn't cheer. Gotta cheer.
Sure, let's get it, baby.
Again, we ain't got no sponsor, but we would love to have one.
To have one.
Hornitos. I've had all of the Hornitos. This is a new one. Costs a little bit more than the other ones. And I like it. It has a nice smooth
It's pretty
taste to
too.
it.
I like the way it look.
Coloring.
It remind you of a cognac.
Kind of reminds you of a cognac. Not a cognac. It kind of makes me also think it has like, I know it doesn't, but it has like a sort of a hint of a rum type flavor.
I didn't catch that. Let me try it. Let me catch it. Let me see if I catch it.
I'm not gonna do that sipping thing like with wine. They always kind of do that. You gotta get that kind of this whole thing.
I did this. I swerved it around in my mouth, babe. But you know what? I have to be honest. I have not had any rum since.
I almost bought some rum. I was tempted. I came
Man,
very. I'm telling you,
I
Lord,
didn't think I had no rum since the 90s.
Wow. See, back in the 90s.
Unless it's in one of them, when we go on trips or whatever, if it's in one of them drinks, maybe something. But rum was my drink when we were younger.
Yeah, when we was young, everybody we
love me some rum. And we some 151. Love me some 151.
It was that damn E&J.
Irk and Jerk. Y'all remember the Irk and Jerk?
We used to say E&J made you feel like you was goddamn E.T.
Now we used to call it Irk and Jerk where I was from. And we used to say gin to make you sin. And I seen some people with sin when they used to drink that gin.
I knew some people that would just sin just because they just like to sin.
I knew people who would jump on people they know they couldn't beat when they used to drink that gin.
Damn shit.
That gin to make you act a damn fool. That Tanqueray.
Oh, man.
That Tanqueray.
I even have a Tanqueray story. It is long, but I can make it very short. My brother-in-law, may he rest in peace, Henry Davis, used to love Tanqueray. One night, Christmas Eve, we drink. He's like, brother-in-law, you good? I'm like, I'm good. Sure? You want to drive home? Yeah, I'm good. I can make it. Sure. Can we have a couch? No, I'm good. You're just around the corner. I can make it. I leave out the house. It's snowing like a motherfucker outside. I'm like, I should have stayed my ass on the couch. And I paid the price for it. Here's what was crazy. I advise you don't drink and drive. This was on a Friday. The following day, which would have been, of course, Saturday. On that particular Saturday, guess what I was going to do? Make my final payment on my car.
You totaled it.
Totaled it, motherfucker.
Damn.
Went around the corner, slid, hit this pole. And I'm going to make a confession to a lot of my friends back then who I wasn't really being honest with because I didn't want to admit that I was drunk and driving. You just heard the story. No, my car was not parked and somebody ran and hit it. I'm sorry. Here's some 30 years later.
Well, good, because did you get insurance off of it?
No, I didn't have insurance back then.
I was young
and shit. Yeah, I was young. Totaled my fucking car.
Damn.
I was so embarrassed.
You was back on the metro.
Yeah, because I didn't want to admit to people like I was drunk driving, tore my car, so I made up this lie. Got up and like, one of my neighbors came out and was like, oh man, look at your car. Somebody just came by and sideswiped it. Yeah, that's what happened. And I just went along with the story.
Damn.
These are my confessions.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I was going to make the final payment the next day, and I totaled the car, and I didn't have insurance.
And you didn't have insurance. Damn, that's sad.
I had good stories about that car. A lot of stuff. One of them was like, one time I got kind of behind on the payments. I was young then, trying to find my way through life. Got behind on the payments. Was out on a little date. Just came from the movies. Dude drove by in his pickup truck. He looked over. I can't remember the company name, and he basically, I'll just say Otto's Car Company. He's like, and that's one of Otto's cars? I was like, yeah. He
was coming to tell you.
Yeah. He's like, you owe us? I'm like, yeah. I took off. I ran the lights, motherfucker chasing me and shit. I finally pulled over because I was like, I didn't want to do, something crazy and wreck somebody or whatever.
So you and your day had to walk.
Yeah. No. Actually, I went back, worked out something with them.
Okay. Because that would have been like one of the worst days ever.
Yeah, I think I was like about 17, 18, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I was very young and foolish.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our young jokes, foolish moments. Not I, but I'm sure, a lot of people out there have some very foolish moments.
I ain't the only one. I got car stories, repost stories. Everybody got a repost. You want a repost story?
I don't have a repost story. I was like a really good person. I was just a nerd. All I did was just basically, I would pay my bills on time. I just stayed in the house and I would just do my homework on weekends. I don't think I didn't do anything. I didn't drink. I didn't indulge in smoking. I don't even think I said a cuss word until I probably was about 3 years ago.
here's the thing. At that age, I mean, it was all about. Sometimes it's about balance. You hear me say this sometimes. Sometimes you only have a couple options in life. Sometimes it was like that for me. I had a couple options.
Hell, I was a virgin until I was what, about 24?
I'm not gonna talk about when anyway, I digress. So that particular time was like options. Take my date to the movie, be able to buy some weed, or go pay my car note.
Weed?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I had to
You were smoking weed?
Yeah. That
How old were you?
I probably started when I was like about 16.
Oh my God. I don't think I even seen a marijuana rolled up until I was about 35. Oh my God.
Somebody out there email me with any evidence and proof, and I'll send you $50 cash out. Anywho, did we mention this was from Richie's?
I think we did. I think it's the tequila having you like repeat things.
Okay, I digress. There's a lot going on in the world. When we come back from this little quick break, we're going to talk about some things. Pandemic. Some stuff almost flew out my mouth.
Again.
The pandemic is not over. It's not over. Don't get too relaxed. Don't get too comfortable.
There's some new shit done came up.
It's not no new shit, but it's some shit we got to talk about.
Some more shit.
Some more shit coming up. This is really good. Here's the thing. Have you considered your booster? Are they talking about booster?
I already told you, man. Look, I took the first and I took the second, a Pfizer.
Pfizer.
I had the coronavirus, so I don't know what to do. I'm afraid if I get the booster, I'm like, will I be boosting too much of that virus in my system?
Let me just say this. I'm no Dr. Fauci.
No, you're not.
But I will say this. I followed the doctor, the good doctor, took the shot that he took, because it made sense to me. I was like, he know a lot about this shit. When the vaccine come out, I'm taking what he taking.
And I made sure that I had him appointments, because I'm the one that scheduled the appointment.
Scheduled it, but then she didn't follow the lead and get what
But you know why I didn't follow the lead? Because unlike him, I had the coronavirus. So I had us both down to go take the Moderna shot. But then my chart popped up and said, hey, you can go now and take the Pfizer. Okay, so I went ahead, I jumped the gun, I took the Pfizer. But like I said, I had the damn coronavirus. I didn't want to go that route anymore. So at that particular time, I took it. But you know what? But I kept reminding him, a week, it's time for you to go take your shot.
Sometimes the women don't want to let us lead.
It don't matter. No, I'm not going to lead. I'm not going to let you. You didn't lead. I'm the one made the appointment.
Okay, but
I led.
You took the Pfizer shit. Let me tell you something that's going on right now.
Well, I wasn't going to wait around.
Here's what they're saying. I've done a test study with somebody who I know that this goddamn shit really works, because I'm not going to get into the whole thing. I don't like putting all that stuff out there. But anyway, I'm going to say this. I'm no Dr. Fauci. But if you had the Pfizer and you want to take the booster, get the Moderna. Here's why I'm going to say that. The Moderna, what they had to do is decrease the potency for the booster shot, because the shit is that fucking strong. Yeah, that's right. You want that strong shit. You want that shit that's going to get in there like, yeah, motherfucker, come on, COVID. Yeah, I got your ass. Come on. That's the shit you want. So
I'm glad my mom and them took the Moderna down.
So if you're a Pfizer person and you want to get the booster, you can go ahead and get another Pfizer booster. But when they give you the Pfizer booster, they're going to give you the same amount, the same potency that you got from the first and second one. And that'd be the same thing you get on the third.
Don't switch up, people. Don't listen to his ass.
No. This has been scientifically proven. I mean, I don't know about the proof, but that's what they're talking about on the different programs I'm watching. They're saying you can switch. They are saying that if you had a Pfizer, you can go with a Moderna. And a lot of people are doing the Moderna because they realize that a lot of people, and y'all know this out here, a lot of motherfuckers is getting sick with the COVID, getting sick because they got the Pfizer shot. I don't know one person yet that's been sick that got the Moderna. I'm just saying.
I don't care. I ain't switching shit, people.
Anyhow,
me,
here's
I'm
the
just
problem with
sticking
the whole
with
thing.
what I'm sticking with. I'm not going to go switching shit
Don't
up.
Stick with it.
Getting everything mixed up. My
Okay,
body
check
getting
this
all
out.
confused
Check
and
this
shit. Not knowing what's going on.
But you got
Don't
Pfizer.
switch. I'm not switching up.
A Pfizer. And don't forget your mic is right there, because we don't want that kind of sound because
No, I'm over here eating, yeah.
That's my surveillance. You gotta have a lot of surveillance. I live in Avenue. The A1, love my community, but you gotta have surveillance cameras, so you heard that right. Cameras, surveillance cameras going on. Anyhow, I digress. You know, a lot of people took Johnson & Johnson. Never. Not at one point that I ever considered like, oh yeah, I want the Johnson & Johnson shot because
they always having recalls.
Well, they having recalls there, like Moderna, 2 shots, Pfizer, 2 shots, Johnson & Johnson. Somehow they smart to figure like, you know what, we're just going to do it with 1.
I wasn't messing with Johnson & Johnson simply because 10 years later, I don't want to get no damn thing saying everybody who took the Johnson & Johnson, we need you to come in because a lot of people are suffering from some shit that's killing you. So no, I'm not taking the Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson been around forever, and here's some of the problems that they have and why you got to avoid J&J. Johnson & Johnson is drawing criticism after using a controversial bankruptcy maneuver to block roughly 38,000, let me repeat that, 38,000 lawsuits.
Right.
Linked to claims that its talc baby powder was contaminated. Check this out now. Baby powder.
I remember that. That was a hell of a big lawsuit.
Contaminated with cancer-causing asbestos. The health product giant used a quirk of Texas state law to spin off a new company called LTL, then dumped all its asbestos-related liabilities, including the avalanche of lawsuits, into the new firm. So you people who's out there thinking right now, yeah, I need to get vaccinated. Yeah, I see dude over here, my boy, he done got sick with the COVID shit.
Some people are just so afraid of shots.
I know
they want to just say Johnson & Johnson because it's the one shot. Yeah. But again, people, do your research. I had one of my friends tell me, oh, no, I'm going to go with Johnson & Johnson because they've been doing this way longer than anyone else. Do your research, okay? Just do your research. Don't listen to media. Look at it. Learn, read for yourself.
Don't listen to me.
Google, right? Because we're no experts. We're not him at all. This is just our opinion of how we feel. But do your research and find the one that you feel comfortable with. And if it's Johnson & Johnson, then take Johnson & Johnson. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to take nothing that they gonna come back with 7-8 years later and tell me that it's a damn recall or whatever. I don't want it. And me personally, I'm not switching up. Whatever I'm with, I'm going to stick with it. That's how I am. I stick with what I'm with. But if you want to switch up because you heard that Moderna and Pfizer or whatever, and you want to go to Moderna because you think it'll be better, then go ahead and switch up. To each his own.
To each his own. How you like this is big wave.
You see, I like it. I see you keep looking over here because I'm drinking it so fast.
The last time when we was at your brother,
and here I am just drinking it.
Your brother Herb had a fight party. He had plenty of beer. He had plenty, quite a few guests, family, friends, boss, other family members was all enjoying those daggone the ribs.
The ribs again.
At the fight party. Wait. Fury and what was the other guy? Wilder. God
damn. Wilder really pissed you off, didn't he? What's this I heard? Tell me what's going on with something with him and LL. Did you read that?
He got shit going on with LL. He got shit going on.
Don't mess with LL now, Wilder. You gonna have me taking my earrings off up in there.
A lot of fighters who just kind of like, dude, you got your ass whooped, a third time? Don't try it no more. Anyway, the thing that was the discussion that took place there, because you got a bunch of guys for the fight, drinking brews. Then you got a woman who's not known for drinking beer aside from problems.
I'm not a beer drinker. Not a beer drinker.
And the discussion me and her brother had was, hey, if you open that, you need to finish it. So on the last podcast, she opened, what was it, Miller Lite?
No, it was Psycho.
A Psycho? Okay. You finished that. Okay, now this is something to discuss. In the past, we were drinking beer, Miller Lite, because I like drinking Miller Lite because I don't gain.
And I like Bud Light.
And sometimes don't finish. I'll be like, damn, I'll go pick up the beer, sit beside her. She's on the couch and went to sleep. Go clean it up a little bit. Then I go pick up the beer.
Wait, huh? What? You who cleaning up?
Yeah.
Who cleaning up?
She digressed. Okay, so now what we're checking here is we got to stay on point with this because her. It's important that if you crack one open, you got to finish it. It's just a man rule. It's an unwritten man rule. You crack a beer, you got to finish it.
My beer is finished. Where are you at with yours?
Don't worry about that.
Where are you at with yours?
You don't have to worry about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're doing good. So her, she's doing good. Now, we got some other issues going on.
Let's talk about them. Let's get it started, baby. What's going on?
I mean, first of all, they gotta talk about these chicken wings. I'm liking them.
You got 4 left.
Oh, that's for me. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I didn't know. I was just kind of looking over there at them, and I didn't know.
I see you didn't know about them potato wedges, but you went ahead and took care of them.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it because I know you're not like much of a.
Yeah, I ain't a big. Yeah, I'm not a potato person.
So I got the wings, and I'm enjoying them. Spicy, like the spicy. This lady named Julie Green. Let's bow our head for a second. She passed away. Julie Green, an artist known for painting the last meal of death row inmates on hundreds of places over several decades, died earlier this month. Green was 60 years old.
What did she die of?
They haven't said yet. Could be COVID. Green gained notoriety for an ongoing project entitled The Last Supper. Interesting. How would she come up with that name?
Oh, she didn't do the Last Supper, the real Last Supper.
Right. Well, it's the Last Supper in a sense. Because the Last Supper, which consisted of hundreds of plates, painted with the last meal requested by U.S. prisoners. It's my security. I gotta have security. Because I live in the A1, and there's still some people out here doing some shit. Anyhow, I digress. She would paint plates with the last meal requested by U.S. prisoners who were scheduled to be executed. Among the dishes inmates asked for, stuffed crust.
You are.
A stuffed crust meat lovers pizza.
Aww.
Got that out. An apple pie.
Aww.
Shrimp, ice cream, and a Coke. Green was an artist, professor at Oregon State University, got the idea for the project years ago after reading about the last meal requested by inmates. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
I mean, it's like, sometimes, okay, you got a Ted Bundy, you got, Dahmer or whatever,
I wouldn't waste, I don't think, if I was doing it, if I was creating a Last Supper meal, I think I would create a Last Supper meal for people who are in there for things like someone was trying to rape their daughter or their wife and they murdered them, and or somebody was doing something to them that they're not really a bad person, but they just got a bad break in life. I don't think I would be doing Last Suppers for people like Ted Bundy and.
No, I would have. I think it would have been that's not my thing. I'm not into creating creative art plays.
Because sometimes people commit crimes just out of not being able to control their anger.
Ted Bundy.
No, he's a serial killer. 1, 2, 3 times, dude, you got a damn problem. If you just keep doing the same thing. But what we all know the definition of being crazy. So what, he keep killing people over and over and over? What do you think something different is going to happen?
Well, that's the whole purpose of being a serial killer.
Exactly. So he's mentally freaking ill.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Mentally ill.
Jeffrey was just on he was on another plane.
I'm sorry, I can't even justify that.
Pour shit in your brain and thought that he was creating some.
Well, then he needs to become a chemist or a scientist.
Well, he probably, his parents probably never did put away some college money for him, so
There's student loans. Remember, I owe $100,000.
Then Son of Sam, he thought dogs was talking to him, telling him to go out and kill people.
Mental illness.
Well, anyway, the lady, she passed away. One of the things that she used to like to do was create a decorative plate for their last meal. Not necessarily with nobody famous, but I'm sure. Well, the thing is, she passed away at the age 60.
That's your age.
They passed. Yeah, I know. I could check out any minute.
No, I'm just saying people are checking out at 20. But I'm just saying that's young. That's 60.
I'm good if I pass out. If I checked out at 60.
Are you thinking about doing these meals and stuff now, babe?
No, I'm not. I don't need nobody do a decorative plate for me because I'm not a.
For them, not for you, but for them.
I should do. Maybe I should.
That's what I'm thinking. I thought maybe this.
No, maybe not the decorative plate. Maybe I should go and do like a little quick interview with them or something like that. That's what.
Hey, now that's the ideal. They would love that.
you're a prison, you're in the prison industrial complex out there, whatever, you want to hit me up, hit me up.
I already had some people from there hitting me up about writing their story.
Yeah,
I'm just not really trying to do that.
They got on Facebook, they got a little Cleveland.
No, they didn't see it on Facebook because they're in there. Don't hate. I don't hate on you. They read about me in the Herald a newspaper, and they reached out. That's what that is, okay?
Oh, they want to reach out, no doubt about it.
No, they don't even know what I look like, so we're not going to go there. They just know that I write very well, and they want me to write their story.
And they heard that tone, and they was like...
Well, what makes them reach out to you then? I digress.
That is spicy. You gotta be careful with these wings. Because the one thing about eating spicy stuff, I'm gonna get away from the topic for just a second because I want to school you on the spicy stuff. Here's why I don't eat a lot of hot, spicy stuff. When you eat the stuff, and then there's the next day, you gotta poop this stuff out. Whoa, 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 your asshole's on fire. It's not a good feeling. Especially if you ain't got no cool baby wipes. Put it on there and apply that shit right quick. I know this is TMI, but it's something to keep in mind.
Interesting.
I gotta take a quick break.
Thank you.
We're gonna come back with some more TMI stuff that you probably don't want to talk about, but we don't care. Yeah, so this sounded like a fort. It wasn't a fort, it was just me slapping the chair over. Got the wrong glasses on. I need to just back off the tequila a little bit. No, I don't. Yeah, the stuff about spicy stuff. The whole thing with spicy stuff is when you eat a lot of spicy stuff.
And it gotta come out.
It gotta come out.
And it gotta come out.
It gotta come out. And I've had problems with that. Where I've sat there on that porcelain throne and like, oh my God, why did I eat that? Where's those cool, comfortable baby wipes? I want to talk about baby wipes just for a second. I know it's a little TMI because I said we're going to get into a little TMI thing. If you go to a person's house, dating someone, you just going to somebody's house or whatever. And see, I'm kind of funny. Like, I don't like, I'm getting to a TMI moment. I only can do my business at my apartment.
Oh yeah.
I just can't.
I just can't either. I
just can't take a shit anywhere. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I can't.
I can if I have to.
If I have
but
to.
my preference is I like to be in my own house.
It's a comfort there. It's like your ass knows that porcelain throne. It knows like this is our throne.
Now, and I will say this: he won't even shit at my house.
Okay, I tried. I did it once, but you see, your seat kind of it's contoured for your ass, basically.
You know, I don't know because I have had all different asses on there from my family and my friends. But I'm just saying, it's just like you just won't.
I tried it.
You know,
I did it once when we got the damn,
when you had the stomach virus, you didn't have no choice.
No, it wasn't a fucking stomach virus. It was food poisoning again from a restaurant that screwed us over almost like the Chinese
Fridays
up on Coleraine.
We was sick as hell. He was downstairs in the bathroom. I was upstairs in the bathroom.
Going out one way, going out the other way.
And that was the only time I have ever known him. You know, any other time he gets up. He's like, oh, I gotta go home. I feel it coming out. I'm like, dude, I got 3 fucking bathrooms.
No, just can't.
Pick one. But he just want to come home to his bathroom.
Some of you are out there the same way, where you just can't, you can relate. So, yeah. So, and then where I was going with this whole thing is this. I've been to people's homes and stuff, and, just go in there and not to do the number 2, take care of the other thing. And I'm looking around, and I see toilet paper, baby wipes. It's always a question mark when I see people that don't have baby wipes. Because here's the thing, and I know this is some TMI stuff, but sometimes these are things that need to be talked about. You just got to have a visual about this. Paper can only do so much. It's only so much you can do with paper. It's dry, there's nothing there, it's paper. You got to get that area clean the best you can. Beyond taking a shower, the next best step is...
Well, maybe people don't. Maybe people when they're at home, they don't just plan on people like how you really don't like people to come to your house and shit. So maybe they don't plan like me.
I hate more than somebody coming to my house and taking a shit.
But see, take it for
babe. You're okay with it. I'm okay with you taking the shit.
Right, but babe, let's take this. Okay, for instance, if someone comes to my house when they come to my house, they go to the guest bathroom. I'm not gonna put any baby wipes in there because I don't want them to come and take shit in my house. But if they do, they do. Then they go home. But my bathroom, I have all the luxuries of what I need.
Sometimes when I'm at your place, I feel uncomfortable using your, because it's just so
I
like,
have a baby.
Yeah, it's like you got your little shit there, and I'm becoming like you got this and that, and I'm like, damn, I guess I gotta go to the guest person's bathroom because.
No, okay, hold up,
this is
people.
set up for you.
I have him his own bathroom at my house. It's not even a guest bathroom. You have your own personal bathroom at my house.
But again, the toilet seat is just a thing.
But you're always complaining about something. Buy a new toilet seat, babe. Buy a toilet seat that you're comfortable to put your butt on.
My ass would fit right on.
Right, and that you can feel comfortable with. And that way you don't have to jump up and dash home so quickly.
Because, again, I'm going to throw this out there. I worked at Children's Hospital for 8 years. For 8 years. I took a shit there once. And the only reason I had to do that because my stomach was fucked up. I just can't shit unless I shit at home. That's just how it is. But anyway, baby wipes are important. And here's the other thing about baby wipes you gotta know too. If you have baby wipes in your bathroom and people come there and they be like, oh, yeah, I can take a shit here because you got some baby wipes. You just can't flush those damn things down the toilet. Unless you got the flushable kind. Because if not, you can call a rotor and you'll be spending a healthy price to get your fucking plumbing and shit together. Those are just some tips, some FYI information. I know it's dealing with some stuff that we don't always have to talk about. But those things that we don't want to talk about, sometimes those things are very important.
Well, since we're talking about it, and two, if you have baby wipes or whatever, get the kind that don't have that scent. Because it ain't nothing worse than a grown-ass person walking past you smelling like a big-ass baby. And that smell is cute on a baby, but it ain't cute on a big-ass person walking past you smelling like some damn baby wipes.
It was just some information we felt that was important.
Well, you felt like it, so I chimed in.
I'm glad you chimed in.
I chimed in.
This is stuff, it's a human function. We all do it. And hey, you got to get it out there.
I finished it.
You finished it. Herb, she finished a beer.
I finished another. I'm wondering, am I becoming a damn beer drinker now?
Becoming a beer drinker.
Damn.
I heard this story the other day on the radio. I didn't catch all of it, but I love listening to NPR news in the morning when I'm going to work, when I'm having my donut, my bagel, my coffee, or whatever. I'm just kind of I like the term NPR news. I like NPR news. Anyway, I just kind of expressed that.
Thank you for sharing.
So there was this story that was out there, and it says, basically, didn't want to do that in the mic. The narrative that the passengers, this is a crazy story, but it's not too shocking in the kind of world that we live in. The narrative that the passengers watched a man rape a woman on a train in a suburban Philadelphia last week and filmed it for their own gratification instead of calling the police is false.
It's false.
The prosecutor handling the case said Thursday he asked the witness to come forward. Basically, I need you guys to come forward. If you got an iPhone, an Android, a lot of people don't like Android. I got one. I'm cool with it. But if you've been filming a person being raped, we need to see that. I guess he said that. Delaware County District Attorney Jack, I'm going to screw his last name up, Stosselmeyer said during a news conference that the other passengers on the train were not present for the was not present for the entire 40-minute interaction on October 13th and may not have understood what they were seeing. First of all, rape is a disgusting thing. Second of all, for anyone to stand around and watch something as horrific as that for 40 minutes, it's just as disgusting. And then if you would think to film it, see,
but as soon as they take if they're dumb enough to go in there and say, oh yeah, here it is, I caught it on there, then you're guilty too. You're gonna be prosecuted too, because you stood by and you participated. That's like participating in some shit. If you stand there and you watch it, you in it at that point. So what was she screaming? Stop, stop. I mean, what part did they not understand? That they didn't understand that they were witnessing a rape. Was it just she was just kind of like bent over and he was just,
For 40 minutes.
You
had people standing around. Obviously, okay. So you're the prosecutor. You're basically putting it out there. Okay, this story is misleading, it's false. It didn't happen. I brought in the witnesses that saw this whole event. None of them had this recorded on their phone. No motherfucker, they didn't have it recorded on their phone. But the question you should ask, why did you stand there for 40 minutes and watch this?
And where was this at? Pennsylvania?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
On a subway train.
On a subway train. At what time of the day?
It didn't give a time of the day, but it just said October 13 may not have understood what they were witnessing. They said they may not have still understood what they were
Was
witnessing.
it the slow train? You said they didn't understand what was going on. Now, we all have the little yellow buses. Was that the little yellow freaking ass train for them not to understand a rape
the
was
last part
being
that
committed?
people get off and on at every single stop. That doesn't, I didn't get the whole thing, but.
I mean, so in Pennsylvania, are you allowed to just go around having sex on these damn
Here's
trains?
the thing what I'm thinking about, okay?
Because, I mean, at some point, if I'm on a train and even if I see a person and they're doing, they look like they're having consensual sex.
I'm not going to even sit there and watch it.
Right, I'm going to be like, hey!
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 I got to go to work. I don't need this shit.
I don't want to see this shit. I didn't get any last night, so hey, cut it out. I don't know, I'm just saying.
And then one thing about the idea that the witness stood there 40 minutes. Okay, think about, what's that show that you like to watch all the time?
Which one, babe?
With Cedric the Entertainer, which I can't stand.
Oh, The Neighborhood.
It's like, what, 30 minutes?
30
It
minutes.
feels like a fucking eternity anyway. So that was 10 extra minutes added to that half-hour sitcom.
It's
That just
sad
took place.
as fuck.
But this is the kind of country, this is the kind of society, this is the kind of world that we're living in now. And this ain't the first time this happened, because I remember a story some time ago. I think Oprah Winfrey, when she had her show on, where this woman was gang raped under a subway station.
Shut
And
up.
yeah, and people stood around and like in a circle. They stood
And
and
watched.
But today, because we're living in this whole social media thing, when certain crimes like that, certain heinous crimes like that take place, people don't think in terms of, let me call 911, let me try to intervene and stop this shit. They think, oh, let me grab the phone so I can put this up and it'll go viral and my name or my page name will
Why
get
do
attached to it.
why do people want to have stuff go viral that can hurt other people or that's hurting other people? What type of sick ass world are we in now?
That's it. We're in such a sick ass world where people are so about themselves. So if I can record this, and they said, like they said, it didn't take place, but the idea you stood there and watched it, and trust me, I don't know how many witnesses was there, but somebody recorded.
And people need to be careful because you might record something of the wrong person and someone in their family might not appreciate that shit. And they may be coming for you.
No.
Why you want to just go and be Paul Revere and spread the damn word. Okay?
It's fucked up. It's just so.
And if you don't know who Paul Revere is, then you got two problems.
You got a real.
You should have paid attention in history class, but then Google it.
And make sure you turn towards your mic because you can't.
Well, I'm sorry. I know I talk loud and I want them to see my face when I'm telling them. That's some sick shit.
That's some sick shit. And it's again, the Paul Revere, a lot of people, you got to.
They don't know who Paul Revere is.
Be careful with that.
Okay.
I like this.
I see you do.
It's kicking in. It's the only kind of legal type of under the influence type of thing I can do because they got me peeing in a fucking cup. So, anywho. Again, this is the kind of world we live in. We're living in a world where people are so concerned about how many likes, how many comments, how many whatever, and they don't give a fuck what is being captured there just so you can get some sort of notoriety.
Everybody, we're living in a world, to me, this is my opinion, where everybody wants to. I think of it is that we're living in a world where it's all about me. Everybody wants everything to be about them. They don't want anyone else to get any type of praise over them. Right. They have to be the person who know everything. And it's just sickening. Come on, people. Everything isn't always about you. You should be able to celebrate other people. You know, if you didn't get enough attention when you was younger, then that's on you. But grow the fuck up. Let other people shine. It's other people's time. Celebrate when other people are doing something. It doesn't have to be about you.
I know you want to express that, but you guys should express that in the mic so we can just get that good.
Should I say it again?
You don't have to say it again. I think we might have got that, but yeah, just remember that mic is a key thing to this whole thing. But this is true. Sometimes you got to take the time to stop and realize something that's taking place is horrific and true. In the process of trying to stop it, you could very well get hurt yourself.
You can.
But to stand back and watch for 40 minutes.
I mean, and then if you got that type of time that you can just stand back and watch something for 40 minutes. I mean, was this on a weekday? Was it during a weekend? Go to work. Why were you on the train anyway? Go to work.
Cedric show, what is that shit called? Neighbors or whatever.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of 30 minutes of sitcoms that you can compare it to. But like you're saying, that's too long.
You almost did something that was kind of graphic there, but
you had something else flying out your mouth.
I was ready, go to my man thing, just one of them kind of moves like I was outdoors, but I had to realize that I can't do that on camera. This was very tragic, and a lot of people probably heard about this story. Cinematographer, pronounce her name, Helena Hutchins, who died on the set of Rust when Alec Baldwin discharged a prop gun, is being remembered as a talented artist and a team player.
Tragic.
Hutchins' credit included the superhero action film, The Archimede, Blind Fire, and The Mad Hatter. She was just 42 years old.
A baby.
When Hutchins was named one of the American Society Cinematographers Rising Star in 2019, she told American cinematographers, "You need to develop your own vision, but the key to a successful film is communication with your director and your team."
That's so true, because you get some of these cinematographers on there that they don't want to listen to the director.
Just hold on for a second.
Sad.
Among those who work with Hutchins, Joe, I can't pronounce this guy, wrote on Instagram she had such an eye for a visual style. She was a kind cinematographer. This story took me immediately back to Brandon Lee, son of icon Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to him.
Killed on the set. Sometimes with the prop guns, and even today, I was kind of wondering, like, why was they even using that? Because you can use within the editing process, you can drop in the effects of the flare or the flash or whatever you need from a gun, the sound effects and all of that stuff. But I guess sometimes they still want to use the real blank guns. And from my understanding, sometimes with the blank guns, it's packed with gunpowder. Sometimes they have like it's like a paper type of packing in the front of it, and this can be like a projectile if it's too close, because you got. And then they try to like balance it out the type of gunpowder they put in the shell, so they can get the sound effect, get the whole visual effect, but not where it's powerful enough to that the projectile or whatever would be, cause somebody, kill somebody, like it did Brandon Lee, like it did this one. And she wasn't only, like the director, I think, was also hit with whatever it was that was the projectile that came out of his gun. And I know Alec Baldwin got to be feeling horrible.
He is. I feel really bad for him because he did not know, and for him to have to live with it, he actually killed a person. Do you know how hard that is and how heavy that's going to weigh on him? He may never be the same after that.
I know.
And he's such a good. I don't know him personally, but I enjoy watching him as an entertainer. Right. And he seems like he's a good person with a really good, fun-loving heart. And I just hate to see something like this happen to him, because it's going to damage him, because he actually took a life and he wasn't trying to do that. That wasn't his fault. And I hope he just realizes that, and that it doesn't have a detrimental effect on his life.
He did speak out today.
What did he say? I missed it. I was working.
He said he's basically doing everything to cooperate with the investigators and sort of find out what happened. And it's not going to so much fall on him.
Right.
He's not the one who set up the prop weapons, but it's the person who normally that does this stuff when they're using prop guns. Mm-hmm. It's usually a person, especially on the level that Hollywood works.
Right, right.
They have a weapons specialist. So the question is going to be like, what did you do when you loaded up these guns? And it's supposed to be that when they do this, they go with the actor, whoever's using the gun, telling them what's taking place, what's in it, and all that kind of stuff.
It might be, and we never know. We might have a real crime that took place. Maybe whoever was in charge of that didn't like her.
I kind of thought about
and
that
knew that because
Brandon Lee.
Yeah, that's a hell of a mistake to make. That's a mistake that you wouldn't make. That's your job. That's the one thing that we, even on the level that we're on, if we've used, like sometimes I know in one of my movies we had to use a real gun. And I mean, that's the first thing you do. You take them bullets out. Even if you're not going to even fire it, even if it's a scene where you just want the gun and you're not going to fire it, you just want to have it for show, you make sure that gun is not loaded at all.
I'm trying to think, was that a scene where I was filming or something? Because I would like to know about that.
You know what? I don't know. It could have been one that you wasn't even involved with.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. I got a story. That's just about.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Being foolish, being new to this, wanting to get the realistic look for my movie called Dick. We had a scene in there. I was kind of like, no, I don't want to use blanks. At that time, we didn't always have access to all the different effects that they have now that you can generate with your computer and stuff like that. So I just had this idea. I'm going to load the gun with real bullets. There's nobody going to be in the direction where I fire the gun. And it was weird because I was looking at a clip of that because I put a trailer up on Facebook recently where you see me jump up where I'm supposed to shoot this guy sitting across from me because he did some dumb shit. And I'm firing off about 5 rounds. Looks really good. Really got that effect, but I was actually firing live shells into a telephone book.
Yeah, that was really silly.
You know what was really stupid about it? Check this. After I got done with the scene and went and checked the telephone book, not one shot hit the telephone book. So
not only did you do something dumb. You were a bad shooter.
I was a bad shot.
Bad shot.
And what was crazy is I'm really a good shot, but because I'm trying to be into character and all this kind of stuff and look the part and all that, I wasn't really aiming. So the lesson here is, especially on this level, never use live weapons at no point, period.
Never.
Another incident that took place, I'm just kind of going back for a minute because I just thought about this stuff. On the same movie, Dick, again, using real guns because I wanted that authentic look. For the detectives, I gave them real weapons. When they did this one scene, they didn't pull the weapons out, they just carried them. I want them to look good in their holster. After we done the scene, took a break, time to have a little food, nourish the body a little bit. 2 actors that was playing the detectives had left to go to McDonald's, Mickey D's, you know what we call it. And as we putting all of the stuff together for the next scene, I asked my son, who was working with me at the time, I said, where's the 2 guns? Yeah, the actors who left to go to Mickey D's to get some lunch to nourish their body, they still had the real weapons on them. That could have went horribly wrong.
Especially back then when CCWs wasn't even around yet. So they would have just got disability.
I mean, it was like, I don't know when CCWs came out, but it was like...
how long ago was it? Like 2000?
Yeah, it was like 2000, maybe 9, 2010 or something like that.
Oh, was that? Okay, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know you. That was that's still 11 years ago. Mm-hmm. I think anything past 10 is back then.
Back then, I don't know. So I was looking at your plate. Like, I used to get criticized about this because sometimes I'm one of these people.
To eat all the chicken off the bone.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, I know the whole thing is that okay. Here's one of my bones left. I know somebody be looking at me right now like, no, this motherfucker did. I done bought these chicken wings. And he
that's a lot on there, yeah. So no wonder you can eat 20 or 25, 50 wings because You're not really eating all the meat off
I'm
them.
not
I
sure.
like the flats myself.
I like the flats. I like it. See, I'm eating the drum. I'm eating the drum.
Yeah, but you're not really eating. That's a lot of meat on there. So yeah, so you wouldn't be winning no contest talking about you could eat 45 wings.
Well, I could. Because they're not going to
gotta
count
clean that.
They wouldn't count that in the contest. It really would.
I would. That's a lot of meat on there.
I think you can just kind of personal.
I mean, I didn't even notice it till you said you looked at my plate. I wasn't looking over at your plate.
Nah, you went in on your bones, like, like The Walking Dead, like scaling down on some.
I mean, here's my bones. I mean, it's still meat and stuff on there. I don't think it's like The Walking Dead. See, people, I don't,
You got some meat up on there, though.
Yeah, I know I do got some meat on there, but I'm just saying, you got a lot of meat on there.
Not a lot of meat. It's just a little bit. You keep looking.
Well, you bring it up, so now I'm in it. So is that plate over there supposed to be your plate where you already finished them?
No, I still got this is a wing I haven't touched. This is a wing I haven't touched. These make you happy.
Oh, I don't care.
You do.
You brung it up. I wasn't even thinking about no wings. You looked over at my plate and made a comment, then I looked over there at your plate.
I'm eating on this one here.
You picked it up and you said, well, back, people back in the day would have said, hey, I spent that money. And then that made me look like, oh, okay.
Okay. Excuse me. Again, we digress. When you're doing independent films, use fake guns. They don't cost a lot. The good ones maybe.
And you had some really good guns in Chasing the Moon.
Yeah, courtesy of my man Matt.
Matt, your boy, he hooks you up all the time. He had some real. Them guns were just awesome.
Awesome. They're real
awesome.
Authentic. Got the weight to them.
Yeah.
Had a couple of actors that kept dropping them. I'm like, you know how many damn guns cost? The weapons, courtesy my man Matt Senator, talented, great guy. Right now he's a political prisoner on Twitter. Sometimes you say some things, how social media is. You say some things, they get all funny. Like Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who would take the basketball home because he can't score a point. Twitter lets you get away with a lot of shit on there. A whole lot of shit. Far more than what Facebook.
See, I'm not big on Twitter and the social media like you are.
Now, Twitter is like, basically, on Twitter, if you're a porn star, you can put your shit up on there. I'm just saying. Selfie. Why come the mic is blocking you? See, you make that adjustment. There you go. All right, there we go, right there. Yeah, Twitter is kind of wild. It's crazy now. Okay, Twitter will allow a woman to go on there with two dildos, one in her vagina and one in her anus. But then you get on there and you say some shit the wrong way about Donald Trump or whatever, they'll pull your page. Let that digest for a minute, because that's some deep shit. Twitter will let a woman go on there and do all kind of little sexual shit.
No wonder you always on Twitter.
I don't be on Twitter that much.
You be on Twitter a lot.
But anyway, I'm just saying, how is that okay? But when my boy get on there and he's talking some deep stuff about politics, they'll pull his page. Matt Senator is a political prisoner on Twitter. Free my man. Free Matt Senator. Put his page back up, or else, I don't know, we might have to walk. We can get enough people. We might just have to walk and just tell, we're taking down our Twitter page. Y'all don't put it back up.
How many people do we got supporting him? Is it enough for Twitter to care?
I don't think they really care, because Twitter's so big. But
yeah.
They don't care. But there's a lot of people that just want to
when does he get to go back?
I don't know. He's kind of trying to fight his case.
Is it like Facebook where they put you on trial? I mean,
they throw you in jail for so long.
Well, how much time did he get?
I don't know how much time he got, but he's been in there for I think about 2 or 3 weeks now.
Ah, yeah. They probably let him out maybe in 30 days.
Hopefully. You just gotta, after they let you out there, you gotta walk this thin line, and you gotta feel like, damn, if I don't say certain shit, I'm being like a punk ass, showing as if like I'm being controlled by this big ass, bitch ass conglomerate. Now all of a sudden, like, I gotta watch what I say and shit. It's a fine line with that stuff.
But then if that's the case, why even bother with it? Just be done with it then.
But I mean, because we need social media in our lives now.
You guys do?
We all do. You do too. I mean,
No, not really. I'm not on Twitter.
I know you're not.
I'm not on.
I do all our social media stuff. So
yeah, because I'm not on there. I know. So, yeah, but you was on there before that.
No, but I'm saying that shit is important today.
Yeah, I mean, people who know me, they know I'm not big on social media.
Well, I know I gotta do this shit myself. Whose phone was that? Was that mine or yours?
It wasn't mine.
Well, security going on. Anyway, we about to wrap the show up. Is there anything that you'd like to bring out there? I'm sure there's some things you might want to we got a few minutes left to talk about some stuff.
No, I'm actually feeling this tequila and I am good. I'm in a comfortable place. So I'm good. I'm good.
Hornitos, again, they're not a sponsor. They got a new brand. This is like their highest far as tequila, their most expensive one. Be sure they're gonna step the game up on that.
I want to do a shout out to my grandbaby Skylar. She got all A's and B's on her.
All right.
Yes, her progress report. She is so smart. All my grandbabies are smart, but yeah, Skylar did her thing. So shout out to you, baby, to my Sky. Love you. To the moon and back. Okay, thank you.
Coming soon. I've been having people ask me about that because they don't see me posting stuff about Chasing the Moon. What's going on with Chasing the Moon?
Oh.
The movie coming up? Did you finish it? It's one of the movies you put on the shelf and you're not going to finish like some of the other
It's finished.
The movie's finished.
It's been finished.
A trailer, yes, I just said it. A trailer will be coming soon.
It's just too early right now for you to put your trailer out.
I'm not showing the
Until
movie
next
until
year.
April.
Calm down, people. It's finished.
Jesus.
Damn, he's working on my movie. He's on like the
another
second
project.
movie that he's doing. Then after that, he got stuff going on.
So much stuff going on.
Calm down.
That's a whole other topic, but we're gonna get into that kind of stuff too. So sometimes you get to a certain place in your life.
People just want to be in your business, being negative.
I'm getting a little bit older. I had a birthday not too long ago. I talked about that before. And I do a lot. And when you're getting older and you do a lot, here's what I found out as you get older. This is a pretty cool thing. It's cool in a way, but then if you're a person who like to kind of like lay back and kick back a little bit, then it ain't cool. As you get older, I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. You need less sleep. What the fuck is up with that? Because my thinking would be this. As you get older, your body will be getting more tired and you will be needing more rest. But it's reversed. As you get older,
so I only sleep now 4 hours, if that, a night. So what am I going to just start? When the older I get, I'll be at like an hour a night.
Last night I only did 2 hours. And then I came home, took a little break or whatever, and I got about an hour in. So I'm going on like 3 hours of sleep. Here's what I'm thinking about that though. I think the thing is this. I don't want to depress a lot of you out, but this is what I believe. As you get older, you get, the clock is winding out. It's figuring kind of like your body clock is saying, you're not gonna need a lot of sleep because don't worry, soon you're gonna get more sleep than your fucking ass ever needed.
So what were you doing up all night? Just laying there?
Well, I was on social media. I started actually do a podcast. I was going to do a podcast because sometimes what happens with me is like I can get my brain worked up or something go wrong and something distract me or whatever. I get fucking irritated about some shit and I can't sleep. Because I had a kind of brain that just keeps going like that. So I was up for like about till 2 o'clock in the morning. I slept for a couple hours. Then I came home, took a nap for like an hour. So I'm like, I'm going on about 3 hours of sleep.
You do. You get worked up easily about things.
Not easily, but I'm just a person that I get annoyed because there's be some annoying shit that takes place in the world. We're looking around the world today. Like I said, I had a pretty stressful week. Just so much going on. Basically trying to maintain, be a good person in a very fucked up world. It's not easy, but I do my best. And I know a lot of people are like, you know what, Lee, you do your best in this very fucked up world. You maintain yourself pretty damn good for a guy who just turned 60 years of age, and I'm impressed. So I like to be a beacon for those who are getting older and shit is so fucked up around you, but you can like, woosah, hold your moment, take you a sip of tequila, that's annoying the shit out of you, throw them up that middle finger. Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. I enjoyed the tequila. I enjoyed these damn Rich's chicken wings. I gotta finish them off. Yeah, I left some meat on the bone. Okay, so what? Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that because I'm gonna go back and finish it. That's why. I'm saving that. I might even throw them in the microwave. I might even make a stew out of it. You just don't know. I'm saying. Hope you enjoyed the show. Tequila Friday. There's the tequila. Tequila Friday. The day is Friday. Tequila Friday with chicken wings. Not that damn Chinese shit we ate the last time with that fake ass lamb. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I ate that shit anyway because I was hungry. Won't do it again. Catch you on the next one. We're out.